Hey guys, it is a lovely Wednesday morning. I'm out front of the Rancho right now. I thought I would just show you guys. Missy Jen popped these in yesterday, and the nice thing about these petunias is the white and the red goes really good against the green on the house, and it just looks spanking and beautiful. You can see our roses are starting to come too, and this year we didn't get a lot of rain, plus Jen sprayed them last year so we wouldn't have a lot of fungus and stuff. So yeah, that's looking good. And yeah, let's head inside and we'll head out the back. I always love coming in the door. I'm so glad I put all that glass in the back. There was nothing there except wall before, and one door and a door in the kitchen on the other, that corner over there. Two doors, kind of 90-degree angle, stupid. So yeah, what else do we got to do today? It's nice out. It's not even 9 o'clock, and yeah, I'm all dressed comfortable today. Lady Banks, I love looking at them too. It's so beautiful to shoot against that background over there, if you saw yesterday's videos. And what we got to do today, we've got to put this this peach tree in, and of course Jen dug out the other one. And in case people are new, you don't know, on the Rancho we had some kind of blight here, wiped out our peaches. So we had 2 peach trees. Everything else is good. The plum tree, the cherry tree's waking up, the other cherry tree. Weird, just these two peach trees got hit. So we're gonna leave that hole vacant for probably something in the future, and we're gonna be using this hole to put the peach tree in, and that should be pretty good. So that's going to be the first order today. So let me get the equipment. We'll get her fired up. It wasn't as warm as I thought it was when I first stepped out, so I had to get the sweats on here. I need to glove up. Where Jen pulled out the old peach tree, it's and I'm suspecting now, I don't know what the hell happened, but I got a few theories on it that I'll probably talk about later. But I was able to pick up this nice tree, actually the big box sticks, which surprised me. And the nice thing about this this variety is they use this, you actually plant the whole container. It's called a Vigoro fruit tree, and you can make sure the soil level at the top of the container is at the same finish level with the soil that you're going to put it in. So the situation we have now is this is a bit deeper here. You can see there, if I was to pop the tree in there like that, you could see it's way too low. So Jen had to dig deeper to get our other tree out. So what I'm going to actually do is backfill some of this dirt in here and get her popped into position. So this is you can take a little bit off. This is a grafted tree, and you don't want to put the graft here below the soil line, or you'll have the rootstock coming up instead of the doing well instead of the peach. There'll be a competition always there. Put a little bit back in again. Yeah, I try to be a little precise with this stuff. So, and that's a good soil bed. So that looks perfect. I'm going to add one more half a shovel to it, just because I know once I water it, it's going to sink down there. So we'll go ahead and place the tree, and then we'll drop the soil in around her. So I'll have you guys come back in a bit when we see the finished product. We'll get the well fired up. Does my heart good, guys. I flipped the power on for the pump, And the piping is so good around the Rancho now. You can see it didn't even come on because the pressure is maintaining at about 45 psi around the whole place. And of course this this system irrigates the planter box out front, the lawn out front, and all the down the side here, the bottle brush plants, and all of the things like the hydrangeas that I have planted in here to kind of struggle in this area, but they like the shade. But some people have asked on the channel, well, Rosie, what about the water shortage in California? Well, it's serious. You know, we didn't get a lot. December was okay. November we got some, but we've had like, not counting the 2-minute rainstorm the other night, we've had like 4 days of rain in the year so far. So they're upping their, the California Water Resources Board is upping their, you know, their rules and regulations now about watering. They're going to put some regulations out. You can't do landscape watering except like 1 day a week or something like that. So for us, I've kind of made the decision that we're, you know, as sad as it is, and it's going to brown out, but we're not going to be watering the front lawn this year. I'm only going to be watering the stuff that's necessary for the vegetables and the planter boxes out front, and of course enough to keep the orchard going here with the citrus and the fruit trees. It looks like we're probably not going to get any cherries this year, which I didn't expect. We will get quite a load of plums and of course citrus. So you know, we got to do our part. And I am lucky that I'm on well water, and well water waters the front lawn and the whole property's on the well water. We don't use it for washing and cooking and drinking, but I still need to be careful. You know, I don't want to look like I'm willy-nilly watering the lawn and then, you know, I get the water, you know, the water police coming up like, what the fuck, you know, what are you guys doing? So, you know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. So got the pump fired up here. We'll go ahead. You can see I leveled those blocks a little bit around it. And of course, I must have a kink in this 60 mile hose here. Oh, it might help to turn the water on, right? Holy crap. You remember last April we had to redo all this piping. Well, she held pretty good there, boys. So the other thing I was able to do was put a shut-off valve on the whole property, so all the water lines from here are turned off. I never had that before, so I'd have a leak somewhere and the leak just kept running. I'd turn the whole damn system off. So yeah, it's nice to have a well. And we'll sort of spray off and we'll give that a real good drink of water today. And it'll settle down up to ground level. It's a little high right now, but she'll be all good. Yeah, we'll go ahead and water that, and we'll finish this little project. Next thing, I'm going to back of the property now, and you can see where I did that emergency repair over here, just so those dogs Georgie wouldn't wander in there. Get caught in the other side there. It's, I don't know where usually that jumper dog Domino is over here, so it looks like their old apple tree there. They got chickens and everything in there. You see the old man built that big half pipe that for skateboards and stuff, so they roll around on that thing. I don't know what the hell that rig is inside the container there, part of it, well, next to the container. So. And this thing, I'm just waiting for this thing to go up in the fireball. The witch's house there, covered with the ivy and shit. So I guess that was their old garage. So anyway, glad I cut the grass yesterday. So the deal here is, guys, that this fig tree kind of goes wild here at the bottom. So I'm going to do some pruning on the bottom to make sure it doesn't interfere with the apple tree and with harvest. It makes it exceedingly difficult to maneuver around in here once this apple tree is fully leafed out and everything else. So I'm going to prune some of those bottom branches. that just makes some room underneath it here, so it's a little bit easier on the apple tree, and it's easier to cut the grass and everything. So these trees are tough. It won't bother them. These big trees grow like weeds. Long good. The problem is when you get some low branches on a fig tree, when they contact the ground or lay there, the tree wants to put out roots at that spot to sort of expand itself. So I've got a little bit more to do on the back side. I'm going to get the clippers too and cut some of these smaller suckers off of this and the apple tree. And I think the apple tree is going to be a lot happier this year. It's kind of weird when this pitches forward with all the apples. It's kind of on the ground, but fruit's still very good. It's just weird because the tree's pitched over to try to get light when it was wrapped up with this tree here and the one next to it. You can see a couple little baby figs on there, and this tree is not very productive, that's for sure. So you know, don't shed a tear for that. So let me just finish up the job. Alright guys, I got her beautifully cut, all the suckers trimmed. Now we get more light in here. It'll help keep the weeds under control. And you know, I don't need prime rattlesnake country back here, right? So I'm going to go ahead and take the mower, kind of buzz over the area of these weeds. Lawnmower's old, but it's good. Okay guys, and there we go. Mission accomplished in fine style. Now we got a nice cleaned out back part. I'm going to try to reduce this pile over here a little bit. I'll show you on the side. Run the mower over that a little. See if we can mulch some of that so there's not so much to break up there. Guys, pretty much reduce that to mincemeat. I could make the pile smaller and smaller and basically chop it up also fine. It'll be decomposed in a matter of weeks. I'll probably do that a little later today. I'm going to take a break. I just want to say something about old stuff. This Craftsman mower may be, I don't know, 25, 30 years old, but the thing just absolutely kicks ass. Strong blade. It's only 3.5 horses, but the way they make lawnmowers today, you run over something slight like a little stump, even a mini one, and you break the blade and you dick the crankshaft on it. So yeah, there we go. So love my old school vintage Craftsman. You know it's old when they advertise solid state ignition on it, but wow, this thing just kicks ass. So I'm going to be on a coffee break now, so make sure that you stay tuned for part 2 of Wednesday on the Rancho.